3 of the ways that you can get started as a virtual assistant in order to earn €30 an hour, and how you don't need any experience to do this. I personally had no experience when I started my business. I run it with my partner. He was a geologist working in a mine site, had obviously had no experience either. So we're going to talk through that. If anyone has any questions, please just ask away. More than happy to answer. So first thing people might want to know is, what is a virtual assistant? So a virtual assistant is essentially someone who provides remote admin and social media support to multiple small businesses. So you basically need to set up your own business first of all, and then you would use the existing skill set that you have to provide admin services, PA services, or social media services. So this is like what people generally ask, or what people are concerned about when they are starting. So people are often worried if they need experience to start a virtual assistant business, but the truth is that you don't need experience at all. What you want to do is audit the existing skill set that you have, both professionally, creatively, personal life. You know, if you're someone who works in retail and you've got great customer service skills, and you also are the planner of all of your, friends' holidays, maybe the organizational skills you have, all of that is transferable. So you basically want to use all of that to create packages that you can then sell to other business owners as services. And basically the businesses that you're going to be targeting are small to medium business, like the 1-person business, a 2-people business, a 3-people business. They don't have a need for a full-time employee. And that is where you come in as a virtual assistant, is someone who's part-time and remote, ends up being someone like yourself. And then if you're wondering about how to actually get clients as a virtual assistant, essentially you will get clients by, first of all, setting up a legitimate business. Nobody will take you seriously until you have an actual business. So this is, picking a business name, registering it, getting the logistics ready, like contracts, domains, email addresses, invoice, business bank account, everything ready so you can actually accept clients. Then what you want to do is start a basic social media page. I recommend Instagram. It's where I started my page in 2020. And it's basically, that will be like your shop front, your portfolio, where you basically advertise everything that you have to offer. So that'll be all the information about you, your transferable skills, your unique selling point, your packages you're going to create. It will also have information about the people that you've worked with, the projects you've worked on. You can get reviews from past employers. You can also, what we recommend, and I recommend to the students that we work with, is to do a couple hours of free work for a few businesses so that you get real life experience. And then you get reviews as well from them, and you put those reviews in your basic social media page. Then with that social media page, you can reach out to businesses via Instagram. You can go to networking events. You can chat. You can follow people after on your page. You can reach out to local businesses saying your connection to the area and link them back to your page. You can post in Facebook groups looking for clients and then link them back to your page again. All things will lead back to that page, and I think a shop front is a good way to think about it. Next thing you want to look at is, how much can you realistically earn as a virtual assistant? So the reality is this is very much up to you. The starting point for entry-level virtual assistant is about €30 an hour. This can be dramatically increased by up to €60 an hour. One of our students just got a client for €60 an hour, which is obviously incredible. That would have been a much higher level, executive assistant operation style role. But starting out €30 an hour is still amazing. And when you get stuck into it, how much you earn depends on how much time and energy you put into the business. How much do you want to work? How hungry are you to get those clients? I know when I started, I would say it was like a hunt. I was going hunting for those clients. I'd be posting in, 50 Facebook groups a day. I'd be sending 50 Instagram messages a day. I'd be replying to people's stories, starting conversations. I had Instagram stories up. I had recent posts out. I was doing video content. I was doing reels. I was doing all this stuff. And I got my first client within 7 days. And I remember to this day, it was a $200 a month client who was a fitness coach. And we worked with her for 1.5 years. So that was amazing. Such a really, really lovely first client to get. And that gave me the belief that if there was one of her, there was more of her. So that's what it was like, it was that proof of concept that now I had a client, I could get more clients. And then I was able to get up to about €5,000 a month by my 5th month in business. Again, I was aggressive looking for clients. I was, really upskilling along the way so I could provide higher quality services. I could get higher quality clients. At the start, some of my first clients weren't dream clients. They weren't making that much money themselves, and they were just a bit dead end clients. But I learned a lot from them. I learned how to not run a successful business. But I also learned so much from them working with really successful businesses and seeing them behind the scenes, their clients, their businesses. And that definitely led me to running my own super successful business. And what it evolved into is because I got to learn from the best. I got to learn on the job. I had no experience starting like anything like running a business. I didn't know any entrepreneurs in my personal life. I really was starting from scratch. And I'm just a big advocate of sharing the word, or spreading the word that like anyone can do this. Like, I'm not saying it's like easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It takes a while. It takes time and energy, and you have to be really on the ball to get these kind of results, but it is very much possible.